Israel's propaganda has hit a whole new low. It's embarrassingly hilarious. Check out this AI-generated Israel march. First of all, where is this? Where is this? Tell me, where is this? On a map, right now. Who's running your propaganda department? And hey, wait. Check this out. Apparently, they also defy gravity and don't have a head. Does no one proofread these AI-generated images before you post them? Or are you just banking on everyone being so stupid? The good thing is, pro-Palestine protests don't need propaganda and AI-generated images to gather support. In Yemen, here's what everyone looks like. No AI necessary. In Amman, here's what everyone looks like coming out to support Palestine. No propaganda necessary. In London, over 300,000 people have been reported to have shown up for the rallies for Palestine. And this is happening all over the world. In almost every single city, there are people rallying for Palestine, in solidarity with Palestine. Israel knows they are losing control of the narrative, so they're, whatever this is, the reverse Michael Jackson, no gravity balcony support, and a bunch of homegrown plants. Like, I don't even, what, is this a zombie apocalypse? Anyways, this is how bad their propaganda has gotten. Obviously, they are losing control of the narrative and they're getting desperate. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's keep raising awareness, showing our solidarity with Palestine, and standing up and raising our voices, whatever we can do to help our brothers and sisters suffering in Palestine. Salam, peace, and free Palestine.
This viral post claims that this image shows a tent city created for displaced Israelis. Another post says that the encampment is located in Eilat, Israel, and houses 60,000 Israelis. While another says that the tent city is located in a Hamas-controlled area of the Gaza Strip and was created for displaced Zionists. While there are reports of tent cities in Gaza and Israel for people displaced by the war, this image doesn't show any of those encampments. The image was actually created using AI technology. Using these sources, I'll show you how we figured it out and the red flags that we spotted along the way. First, we conducted a reverse image search using Revi. We couldn't find this image published by any reputable news source that was covering the war. That was the first red flag. Next, we analyzed the image. We know that AI is bad at creating bodies, as well as providing consistent shading and texture. In the viral image, we spotted several misshapen people. At least 2 of them have different sized legs, while others' arms aren't to scale with the size of their legs and torso, like in this picture. So that was another red flag. Next, this is supposed to be the Israeli flag, but it isn't accurate. This flag has 2 misshapen stars of David, while the real flag only has 1 at the center. Another red flag, the texture of the sand is too smooth. The shadowing from the tents is inconsistent. And finally, tents in the viral image don't match pictures of tents at real encampments.
So I went to sleep yesterday thinking I was pro-Palestine, free Palestine. But when I woke up, apparently, I'm pro-Israel. Apparently, I stand with Israel? So people were sending me this. Apparently, there's a page called Arabs Stand with Israel, and it's created as part of Israeli propaganda. This propaganda department is commonly referred to as Hasbara, and they have a full team, fully funded, to spread this kind of propaganda online. And apparently, they fabricated an entire interview and statements with me 11 hours ago. Like, dude, I was doing a CBC interview. And guys, the fabricated interview they did in my name is hilarious. Let's read. Apartheid state? That Muslim guy laughed. What? Yo. Who comes up with this stuff? Like, somebody actually came up with this. They went to their editor and they're like, what do you think? And the editor went, that's terrific, Yaakov. Give me more. Let's continue. So apparently I said, Israel is the most diverse country in the Middle East. You've got Jews, Arabs, Christians, Muslims, Druze, and even Baha'is all living together in peace and harmony. Thank you, that Muslim guy. I don't even know what to say, guys. Yeah, it totally sounds just like me, you know? But notice they didn't tag me, because if they did, their followers would have gone to my page and seen all the pro-Palestine content, like my recent CBC interview talking about Gaza, and their followers would have seen my CBC interviews and this video, which had 210,000 views exposing Israeli war crimes. And then they started commenting on my videos with this like, wow, thank you for changing your mind and supporting us. Apparently I changed my mind again because I just posted my CBC interview. Good try, Habibi. That's propaganda. And it's not just me. The real Yaz also has apparently been supporting Israel without her knowledge. And they gave her more photos and fabrications than they did for me. Like, I'm low-key offended. What, is she more important than me? She probably is. Anyways, I've just never been so amazed and shocked by stupid, shameless propaganda like this before. This is new. By the way, I don't know what bothers me more. These fabricated entire stories, or the fact they didn't even give us the usual corrupt bribe they give other influencers. You know the one I'm talking about? You know, they give you like first-class tickets and 5-star hotels and an amazing itinerary where you tour apartheid Israel. That way they show you everybody's so peaceful and loving and not a single Palestinian has been harmed in the production of this entire apartheid state. Thus, they just skipped that completely. They just skipped that step and went entirely to the fabricated story. Anyways, I guess they knew we wouldn't accept that offer and we'd just make a video about it. Anyways, this entire Israeli propaganda, it's stupid. But sadly, it works on very gullible, ignorant people. And you know what they say, if you can't beat them, join them. But Israel says if you can't beat them, fabricate a story about them pretending that they joined you. What a day. Free Palestine. Salam. Peace.
I'm not sure where to start on this one. So I was contacted a few days ago by someone from Israel. I guess they found my videos and it appears there's an army of, I don't know what to call them, scouts that go out on the internet. They look for content that is not favorable towards Israel and then they mass report it or flag it or whatever. And I think once they find someone who is gaining a substantial following, they have somebody assigned to that person and then they mass report videos. And I think that's what might have happened to me here. I don't know, I can't say for sure. Anyway, back to this person. So this person is an Israeli, former IDF soldier. I did a video a few videos back discussing briefly what we talked about. But just to summarize, he made some statements about how he felt. You know, I did a lot of listening. I wasn't doing much of the talking, just trying to listen and understand his point of view. So what he shared was he thought that the IDF always, before they did an airstrike, they always did what they call a soft tap. I guess that's meaning they drop a very light munition on the top of a building that would give people adequate warning that a larger strike is about to come and gives them time to evacuate within 5 minutes. My experience in looking at the content that's been sent to me, I have a few different sources that come directly to me from Gaza. And my experience is that these bombs just come out of nowhere. That at one moment it's perfectly peaceful, and the next moment, boom, there's this massive munition that completely destroys sometimes a 4, 5, 6, 8-story residential structure, and usually multiple buildings in unison. So, you know, I don't even want to talk about this stuff. I mean, it's horrible. A lot of it brings me back to my service in the first Gulf War. And you know, once you've seen devastation and destruction and death at scale, it brings back a lot of those horrible memories. And I just don't like to think about this stuff. But so I let this person know that I made a video. I made a video sort of saying what I just shared with you all. And I told this person I made the video, and I got this sort of disappointing message back from him saying that he felt like I had violated his trust. I didn't mention him by name. I just said I spoke to someone who's a former IDF soldier. So that dialogue is probably going to be cut off. But what the conclusion that I drew from it, because he sent me a bunch of things to go with the message, is that there is a very firmly entrenched state of mind that's been reinforced through decades of propaganda since birth. The people that live in Israel who believe the narrative, who haven't been able to see through it yet, they are not going to come around. They are never going to see this conflict for what it really is. And that's really disappointing. And I would say the Israeli government is incredibly good at obfuscating the truth, deceiving its citizens, putting its message forth through the Western corporate press, and basically, you know, lying at scale to cover up what it does. And the good news is that the world is finally starting to see through it, because it's impossible with this new social media landscape to hide what normally has been hidden from view. So hopefully that'll start to break the narrative and get people to start thinking outside of their preconceived bubble.